Hi guys. Okay, this is my second instructional for this channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. We're trying to reach our 1,000 subscriber goal to have our community button. And I've been having some requests for instructionals, so I've picked a few different items to jumpstart into that's fun and that is in different genres and niches because I do all kinds of different ASMR art. If you're not familiar with ASMR, in my last instructional video, which was the glassine bags, I explained what ASMR was all about. But we've been getting a lot of requests for instructional videos, so I thought I would just dive in, and I'm having fun with it, so thank you. So once again, it's raspberry paper scissors, and we do art from the heart. And like I said, most of my art is ASMR. Most of my videos are ASMR. We're a three team here. My sister Tammy does the editing, producing, and my daughter Chelsea does all the analytics, and then I do the art. My name is Susie. And today we are going to learn how to take a recycled book and give it some more love and turn it into a media art book for you to use for, I don't know, thoughts, practice, just to do art in, to learn different techniques, whatever you want to do. It's very simple. It's actually really fun to do. And let's dive into it. But first, I want to tell you, I'm going to put the rest, I started this book, and then I'm going to put the rest of it together to show you how to do it because it's really, really simple. And then I'm going to go off of here, and Tammy will play some kind of music for you, and I will do an actual piece inside this book once it's all done. So let me give you some techniques and show you some little tricks and tips, and let's have fun finishing this book up so you learn how to make one. So this is a recycled book. I don't know, got it for free somewhere. I have no idea. And I think it was around, let me see, it was a 457 page book. Okay, this was. What I do, there's all different ways you can do it, but what I do is I do 3 to glue, 4 pull. Okay, so I do 3, pull 4, do 3, pull 4, and I do that all the way through the entire book. If you want more space in your book, you can go ahead and pull 5, 6, 8, however you might want to do. I glue 3 because you'll see why in a minute. Because I like the thickness, because I want the weight of it in case I want to do some a lot of texture on it, a lot of weight layering on it. This way I'm not held back from doing anything that comes to me. So 3 pages makes it really nice and thick. So, like I said, this is just a regular, I don't even know where I got this, to be honest. You get any kind of book. If you don't have any, Salvation Army, the thrift stores, your neighbor. There's a lot of libraries that or old bookstores that give up books, that give out old books. I prefer hardbound. Size doesn't matter because I have some in here that are even bigger than this for actual watercolor and like paint swatches and stuff like that. So, but I like to keep it right around a. Let me see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I've got in inches, a 6 by 9.5. That's what this one is. Okay. You can go smaller, you can go bigger, whatever you want to do. Okay. Also, the good thing about this is when you rip all those pages out, don't throw them away, save them. There's so many other things you can do with book pages, and then it'll give you a little stash of book pages as well. If they're line pages, if they're any kind of pages that you get out of a book, whatever book you use, you want to save those because you can make instructional books. You can make learning books, trading books, so many books out of what you get out of these. And I'm going to show you that too. So, okay, so let's get into it. So this is a, like I said, 6 by 9.5, 18, hardbound. No idea where I got it. 457 pages. I glued 3, pulled 4. Okay, so when I first started, the first thing I did, these are all the ones I already did. The first thing I did was just start saving 3, pulling 4, saving 3, pulling 4. I don't glue them yet. And I just rip, save, pull, save, pull, save, pull, save, pull, just as until I go all the way through. And I saved us this end part. Okay, but notice how thick. Look at how thick. That's how thick I love it. Okay, and it's very flexible because of the way I put the tape in when I prep it, which we'll do that too. But they're very flexible no matter where you go, no matter where you're at in the book. It lays itself out. And then you can take your page clips, of course, but it's pretty weighty, but it's really flexible the way it's laid out and prepped. So I've got us to this point for time. As you can tell, I've already put the masking tape in it, which I'll show you. And I've already pulled. So we're just going to glue the 3. We're going to glue the 3, because I already pulled all the 4 out, right? So this is just the gluing and the prepping part. Okay? So I pulled 3. I'm going to glue these 3, and then I pulled 4 out of here, right? And then I'm going to glue 3, and then I pulled the 4 already. So this one's already ready to go. So I'm going to turn the page here. Okay, let's talk about bonding. You can use anything you want. Yoo-hoo stick, Elmer's glue stick, the big stick, glitter glue, Fabri-Tac, a medium. I use the big old gallon of Elmer's glue, and I put it in these little things for me to use. Big old gallon of Elmer's glue. I mean, it's a big gallon because I use so much of it. And it looks like, or Mod Podge. I'm sorry, Mod Podge. I also have the Elmer's glue though, so you could use either one. This one I'm using on Mod Podge on it. But you could use the matte Mod Podge, big old gallon of Elmer's glue like this, because I have that in there too. I guess whatever I grab, put in there. I guess it's mixed up now. But yes, because I use so much of it, I just have these because it's cheaper to buy it by the big gallons. For me. Okay, for prepping, we'll get to that after I get done gluing. So let's go ahead and glue these pages. For brushing, you can use a brush, a small brush, a big brush, a sponge brush. I'm going to use a spreader. Okay. So I'll go ahead and use the spreader on it. And then I'm just going to dip it in my little glue here. You can't see that, so let's pull it over here. And then I'm just going to spray the glue on. More. Make it just kind of even. Get to my edges, right? I want the edges to seal. Okay. And I'm going to take the first page that I turned and bring it over to that page. Okay. And that's okay if we get little holes in it or tear it, or it's okay. You'll see. It's all art, so everything is okay. No matter what happens, just remember, it's art. Do the next page. It's always supposed to be fun. this one over. Use my spreader here. There we go. And there's the first three. Okay. There you go. Then the next one, remember you turn the first page over. And then we're going to glue this one. And then bring it to the edges. Okay. But I know a lot of people that use glue sticks, so glue sticks are good too. And they have those big sticks, right? So it's whatever you want to do, really. Whatever you have on hand, you know. Okay, we'll glue this one. Even if you're a junk journaler, this is really good because you can use these books as idea books for you to test stuff out on, you know. Colors, different designs, stencils, you know, whatever you want to do. It's a good book to have. Idea books, you know. If you're any kind of artist, these media art books are really good to have on hand. Okay, so that should be the three right there. So I'm going to use my spreader. Just get a really good seal on it. Bring the glue to the edges. Make sure it's all seamed good. Turn it over this way. Okay, that's the next one. And then here's another. Turn the first page over. I hope you're all having a really good day. If you have any questions or comments about any of the videos, we're a new channel. So, but we do have a pretty good playlist going because we produce every day. And there are playlists under mixed media or junk journaling or, you know, all kinds of different playlists. ASMR, all different kinds of playlists. You can go into the channel and look them all up for the different types of art. And we love comments. And our community channel, if you're new here, our community button that we're going for, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can get that, is so that we can do, you can print out all the printables in it in the community, you can go in there and print out all the printables that I have that I do for all these different videos and the things that I create for you guys. And then also, that's where our Art from the Heart drawings are going to be, because everything that I create on this channel, we give away through drawings. Yeah, we have these really cool drawings, and from junk journals to mixed media to everything. So we're really working hard towards that community join button. And it's free. It's free to like, subscribe, and join. There's our page 3. Like I said, sometimes we post a couple a day, depending on, if it's a holiday or whatever. We post 1 or 2. In the beginning, we posted like 3 a day, because we really love doing this, and we really want to be successful at this, because it's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun with this. It's kind of a family thing too. So, and if you've been watching me, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy all the videos. But I'm starting to like this instructional stuff, so I might be doing a lot more of this. This is fun. And there's our 3. Let me do it this way too. And we're going to turn 1 again. Start on the next 3. I think I only saved enough for, 3 or 4 of these to do, because, it's pretty simple. And then you'll be able to watch me work in it. I'll use this one for a while to work in it for you guys. And then when we're all done prepping it, I'll go off and do an actual project. Do the first project in one of these, in this book, in one of these pages. There we go. This is the last one. See? Pretty quick. And then the fun part comes. But leave us a comment and tell us, what you like, what you'd like to see. If you want to learn something in the art paper world or mixed media world, let me know. That would be fun. I don't have a planned schedule. I just sit in whatever comes to me. Whatever I think that would be fun to teach, or would benefit you guys, or what you want to learn, Since this is the last page, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it to this one. Yeah. This will be 4 on this one. Let's smooth this out a little bit since it's the end one, right? And there we go. Okay, so now we're back to this guy. Put this glue up. Okay, so the next step is the prepping, right? And where you can prep your pages as you go. You can read the book just like this. And then you can prep as you go every, to create every time. You can prep your actual space. But I prep mine in advance so that I can just grab the book and start right in on whatever I want to do. So let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to put the lid on this, sorry. Put the lid back on the glue. Once again, this was Mod Podge, but this is mixed up. I'll tell you that right now. Because I have a gallon of Elmer's and a gallon of Mod Podge. Just whatever I grab. There we go. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning so you can see the prep. Okay, so this is gesso and masking tape or artist tape. It's either called white artist tape, or you can just use basic masking tape, right? So this is a masking tape, and this is artist tape. You can kind of see the difference. It's kind of like a whitish, transparent kind of tape, okay? Either one's fine. This is household. I get this out of the garage because it's whiter, and then this I buy on Temu or Alley, and I get a 3 or 6 pack for like $3. The thinner one, the thinner transparent one, because I do a lot of different work with this, and I'm going to give you a few of those little tricks and tips in this segment. And so you'll see at least one of them, one good one. So I use this a lot to square off art or to do whatever, this artist tape, because it doesn't stick as heavy, and it's better for that type of artwork. But this says just as good. That's why I use it. So either one of these, okay? Any size, doesn't matter. I just do the bigger size in this book because of the middle part. And I'll show you that. So just to let you know, that's what's here. So it's masking, artist, white artist. I've seen some people even use the brown packaging. I've never used that myself, but I know I've used it in like backgrounds, mixed media background, but I've never used it to prep, a media art book, because I like mine like clear like this, like a clean slate, like a canvas. And then I use gesso. Gesso I buy in the gallon as well. Looks like this. Okay, this is gesso. But you can use any kind of medium to prep your pages. Any kind of medium you have on hand. And if you don't have a medium on hand, you can use white acrylic paint. That's a good base. Because what you want to do is you want to make this to where everything will adhere to it. That's what prepping is all about. So that anything you use or do on this, it's ready to adhere and it'll compound it. They're all called mediums, and then there's also acrylic gesso primer, but this is in a clear. Okay? You can also use this one right here when you're doing like collaging as an actual glue. Yes. So the clear gesso you can use as a glue as well as a primer, even though it comes out clear. You wouldn't see like the white in it. It would just literally be clear. and it's a primer. So it would be just like that. Okay? Acrylic paint, gesso, any kind of medium. You don't want to paste or nothing because that's actually, you would put that on after you would prep it. But any kind of like a medium. Okay, so I'm going to use my gesso, which is just a gallon. And when I come back, go to the back. But that's how I've done all these. And then I've just put in pieces of masking tape for texture on it as I went along. But doing the middle is very important because it gives you an open slate page if you want to do the whole thing as a canvas. You don't have that big crease to deal with. And sometimes if I'm going to use the whole page, I even put a couple more layers before I start of the masking tape in the middle of the page to give me that straight, slate. But it also makes it more flexible when you're doing this, just like I showed you. It's more bendable, flexible, right? So let's go back and do this and do a couple of these. And I'm going to run the blow dryer, but let's tell Tammy to take the blow dryer part off so it's not noisy and make it go fast. And that's for me to finish it quickly to get to the next page. So I'm going to start gesso on this. The application for the gesso, you can use a spreader. You can use a brush. You can use a baby wipe. You can use a different spreader. You can use spatula. You can use whatever you want. You use your fingers. I use my fingers a lot. If you watch my mixed media, you see me use my fingers a lot. So it's up to you. I'm going to use the spatula so that I can cover it, most of it, and do it faster. But you can use any application. Anything for your application. Okay? I mean, they come in all different sizes. You don't have to do just one size. You can, whatever you want to do. Bigger brush, sponge brush. You can even do a sponge brush. So whatever you feel like you want to do, there's no rules. It's art, you want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and use the spreader again because it goes on faster for me to kind of cover. And you don't have to cover the whole thing perfect. You cover the way you feel, however you're feeling it. That's how you want to do it. The thinner, the faster it dries. Doesn't matter direction, doesn't matter anything. It's March when I'm doing this, 2026, and I'm wondering about everybody's weather because some states have had it pretty rough the past couple weeks. Just wondering how all your guys' weather's been, Hope you're all staying warm and safe and cozy. Okay. So I'm going to put this lid right here. I'm just going to set it right here so it doesn't touch. And I'm going to do the other one and then I'll blow dry these two. I'll literally blow dry these two. Whoops, I didn't tape it. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't show you the tape yet, so let's go back. Let's blow dry this so I can show you the tape. Feel around. It's all dry. It's still a little sticky, but that's okay. Let's peel this back off. Okay, so let me fix this. See, this is a good thing about making mistakes because look what it did. It made texture. Huh, pretty cool, huh? Okay, I'm going to get a couple clips here. to hold this down. Get another one. I'll hold this down. Let's pull it and hold it down. Just for prepping purposes. Okay, so here we've got a clean slate on the pages. And I'm going to take the wide one. And I'm just going to kind of center it down the middle. Just like that. You're not going to roll it in. You're just going to lay it across the top. And then I'm going to cut off a piece. But I don't want it to hang. So I'm just going to take and slide it off right there. Just like that. And then pull this one and pull this a little bit off. Okay. You don't want to stick it in there. Just kind of lay it across like that. These extra pieces that I had, I'm just going to go ahead and put them on the paper. Okay. So here's a trick. Let me add a few more little pieces and I'm going to show you something. One here. Put one down here. Okay. That's good texture. Okay. Okay. So you have all these extra pages, right? When I'm done prepping this, I'm going to grab those extra pages that I ripped out of here, and I'm going to grab this masking tape. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick that you can prep as well while you're prepping, and put this on top of your prepped pages, okay? By doing like a simple, tiny little trick. But let's finish painting this up with the gesso so that we can get them all prepped so I can show you. Kind of excited about it, actually. But look at the texture. That's pretty cool, huh? I'm gonna leave it. That's actually going to be my next video, actually, for you guys. Instructionals. Is fodder collage texture. That's going to be fun. While you're doing this, if you want it thicker, you can do like pattern, you know, kind of like sweeping pattern and make it look painty. If you want to do that, you can double up on any kind of wording that you don't want to see. If it's like a bad word or something, you know, you can just do whatever you want. It's just, you know, however you want to prep it, whatever you're feeling, you know, at the time, you know. Here comes the old blow dryer. Sorry. Next one, kind of like that. I'm liking that. Let me know if you like that mistake. Okay, so once again, the big guy. You can wrinkle the tape. You can do anything you want, whatever you're feeling. But yeah, I love me the spatula because it just goes on so fast. You know, kind of give it a wrinkle for more texture. Anything else you're feeling that you want to prep your pages with when you're prepping, I say go for it. There's no rule, you know. You all know. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, next page. You know, once they're prepped, they also feel they're hard and they're solid, but they feel so soft. You know what I mean? Like kind of like fabric. You know when you glue them and stuff and you warm them up, like, kind of like a fabric feel. I'll do a couple of these so you can see the difference with the tape. See that? It's more transparent. But if you wrinkle it, like if you take it and you wrinkle it, right? See, and it gives you some texture in there. See that? And wrinkle it up this way. Gives you that piece of texture and it's still transparent. Just remember, if you go to prepping beforehand doesn't mean it's necessarily done. It just takes most of the job away when you go to, when you go to sit down at your studio table or wherever to create. You don't have any work involved. You can just start right into what you're feeling or going through in your head. Just takes most of it out of the way. You might want to layer some more gesso on, or prep it with something else, or it's just more like a starting point. Whatever you feel. It's good for me. Right here. Okay. There you see a couple of textures with the wrinkled paper. goodness, that's all done. Okay, so page got all wrinkled, but that's okay. It's an art book. Okay, so that's the prepping. So let me show you something else while you're in the middle of doing this, right? Let's go back to our page, our first page. Okay, so let's talk about the book pages. Pulled a bunch of book pages out of here, right? And I have other books that I've prepped, media books that I've prepped, that I've had pages and I saved the pages. And one, I saved the pages so that the book pages, I do a lot of book page book pages, I do like a lot of book page pockets and art with the book pages, right? For junk journaling. Those are very valuable in the junk journaling world. In mixed media, I use them for backgrounds and transfers and jelly art. Okay, so they're very valuable in a lot of worlds. But the other thing you can do is you can create more books out of them. You know, more journals or whatever you want to put together in illustration books, idea books, glue books, whatever. You can use them to do that, which is very beneficial if you want to like practice texture, practice color, watercolor, paint color, oxides. If you want to practice oxide splashes, if you want to practice collage stripping, if you want to practice with washi tape, if you want to practice with stenciling, any kind of thing you want. It's really good to have these so that you don't have to buy other books or other journals or make a journal. You can just put the pages together, throw some stitches in it, and put a file folder over it and create, you know, something for you for practice. And that's what I love most about these. With these book, the other pages that I had for my other book, I'll show you what I did. I created this book for the next video. Okay, because I'm going to do fodder collage texture. This whole book I'm going to do. See, it's leftover pages. That's all it is. But it's prepped. It doesn't have the gesso because we're going to be doing texture. It doesn't have the tape or anything on it, just the middle piece. Just the middle piece and a few pages. But I threw this together using all the scrap paper just so I could use this to show you guys every one of these pages is going to be different texture. So these are good to create, you know what I mean? If you want to just do like practice books. And it cost nothing because I had all these leftover things, right? So this will be just all texture, and I'll actually name it. I'll actually name the texture in here so I can go back and go, I really love that texture. I wish I could remember, but I'll write it down so I remember, you know, what texture I used. So that's one good thing about pages, right? This is the book pages right here, just from this book. Okay? I've used some of them already, but this is what's left from my scrap for me to do whatever with. I took a few out, okay? And I am creating a background on these. I'm going to show you how to do that. In the middle of prepping this, since we prepped it already, let's just go a little bit further with a little bit more prepping and give us some page choices with some two-dimensional writing background for background on it. So what I did was I take the artist tape, masking tape, whatever you want to do, and I create these little strips to just stick on. Now I'll use rice paper, glue, or gesso, clear gesso, to stick them on. So you have two-dimensional wording on it, right? Like that. Tear this piece and put a piece right here. Okay, so I'll use some clear gesso to put that on, but just to show you, how they go on the pages. It's like two-dimensional after that. And you can put them in you can make them in whole strips. Like literally down the page, you know what I mean? Strips, this way, whatever you want to do. Shapes, whatever you want to do. But they're just peeled off from book pages onto artist tape. If you leave your ends available at the end, it'll stick, but you still got to use your, gel spot. Don't worry about it. Because some ends are sticking because I left it up for me to pull it, right? I'll show you. I'm going to show you how to do it. But see how you get two-dimensional wording on it for a background? To make frames, shapes, background texture, whatever you want to do. Just a little trick to use with leftover book pages. So let me show you how I did that, okay? I'm going to peel these off really quick and throw them over here. Because I'm not going to glue them right now. I just wanted to show you how to do it. Because I'll go through my book and pick pages to do this with. Okay, so you take a book page, right? So here's all the book pages like this. And I always look for ones that have like full pages on it. Right? Like this, right? Okay, and then I tear a piece of this off. I'll show you this one first before I rip those. And then I tear a piece of this off, however long I want it. Okay, and then I lay it on the page, like so. Okay, and then I take my bone folder and I just rub across it where the words are, just where the words are, just like this, right? And then I take and I peel it. And there you go. And you can you can do a bunch of these and have them in a little stash to apply them to your junk journals, to jelly art, to whatever you want to put them on. Page edges. You can create page edges with these, really cool page edges with these actually for junk journaling. Clusters, anything. But yeah, you just put the tape on. So what I did was I prepped some just to show you. I prepped some on this page, right? So we're just going to use the bone folder. And then we're just going to peel them off. There's the one. There's the second one. There's another one. I'm just tearing some of the end off, that's all. There's another one. Let's say you want to do spacing, right? Let's do one with spacing so you can see how it's worn. Because you can actually make it look worn. Let me tear this off. Let's do one with spacing just so you can see. Okay. Let's use this one. So let me tear a piece of this off. Okay, watch this. So you're going to lay it down on here, right? Okay, but I want to design it. I want to design this piece. So I'm going to go like this. Are you ready to see it? See how it only did what I pressed? Spaces out, spaces out. I didn't press on that. So you can do it like in little pieces, however you want to do it. But that's just a little trick for you as part of the prepping process if you want to try that. You know, on your new media book. So, we got a bunch of goodies over here already done for my stash, which is really nice. Okay, so that's how that looks. That's how that goes. So we prep the book, right? 3 pages, pull 4, glue 3, pull 4, glue 3, pull 4. If you choose to only glue 2 and pull 8, that's great too. However you want to do it in your book. This is just what I do because I really like that thickness and I like the soft, flexible, you know, on the workspace. Yeah. And then any kind of masking tape, right? Or artist tape or however, whatever you want. I use Mod Podge or Elmer's glue, glue stick, Yoo-hoo stick, the big stick, Elmer stick. Any kind of, when I say stick, any kind of stick, right? On that. And then gesso, you can do gesso, acrylic paint, any kind of medium, a clear gesso, primer, the clear one. You can use for application a spreader, a spatula, a brush, a sponge brush for either or for the application. And then it's all done. It's ready for me to do a project in, which I have ready to do for you guys. So, that's kind of a nice mistake, huh? Let me know if you like that mistake. Leave me a comment. I do. I like it. Okay, so that's the book. That's the media art book. You can, you know, do whatever you want on the front of it too. And I'd love to see some. If you guys actually do this, I would love for you to send me a picture or something. Send us a picture of what you've done because I really love to see them. And, okay, so now, if you love what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe because we're really trying to get to that 1,000 mark for our community button. I can't wait for me to be able to put up the printables. If you are looking for anything that I used in the video, Chelsea's got a link in the description that takes you to the links, and I'm pretty descriptive where you can find it the cheapest because I'm always looking for the cheapest sources. So you'll see a lot of my videos where I'll tell you where to go because it's $1, $1.10, or $2, or you know, cheaper than where you would get it in the States. I do a lot of ordering from Temu and Ali, and it used to take like 6 weeks. Now it takes like 1 to 2 weeks because they have a lot of warehouses now in the United States, but you still get the same price, which is awesome. And the dollar difference, you know, on Amazon for, let me say, a package of hard cards, it's $12, right, through Tim Holtz. But if you go through Temu or Ali, you're paying like $1 or $1.18. So just note that when you see me show you certain things, I'm actually telling you actually the name of how you look it up too. So she's got a link in the description. There's barcodes. There's everything, all the good stuff in there. She does all that good stuff. And I'll tell you in the episodes like where to go, where you can get that product. Or if you see the product, then you can go and look under the links and it'll say, you know, like rice paper glue. And then it'll say like Amazon or scrapbook.com or wherever. So I made that easy for you too. So if you do see anything in here, it's going to be up under the description in the links for you just to be able to click on to find these products and where I buy them the least expensive. And other than that, I thank you so much for watching. I hope I'm doing these videos justice. I hope you're enjoying them. And I'm going to keep doing more because I'm kind of liking this. And I'm going to stop here now with you guys with voice and go on and actually do the first art project in here for you. So stay tuned because it's popping right on here right after I talk the whole art project on this video. Okay, and look for the next video because remember, the next instructional video is fodder collage texture. This whole book's going to be on texture. All kinds of household texture. Anything you got around your house, it's going to be in here. Thanks for watching. I had fun. I hope you had fun. And I hope you have fun creating one of these. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
surprised. Oh, 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 oh. I'm so done with you. Yeah, I'm so done with you. And I thought you'd changed, but you go back to the same old ways. Yeah, I'm so done with you. I hope that it made you feel good. A warning shot for the other boys. Give my thanks only like an ex could. Now I know I made the right choice. Oh, 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 oh. I'm so done with you. Yeah, I'm so done with you. And I thought you'd change, but you go back to the same old ways. Yeah, I'm so done with you. Oh, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. I'm so done with you. Yeah, I'm so done with you. And I thought you'd changed, but you go back to the same old ways. Yeah, I'm so done with you.
Fragile space in a single sail. White rocky island, you and I on the trail. Just us and the waves. No need to behave in the harbor of pine straw beds, tangerine tears, t-shirts laid out like our grief throughout the years. We say it all with bait on our lines. We rise and we fall along with the tide in the harbor of feelings. stays in our hair, worn out and sore. We camp on the shore of the harbor of healing, feeling all the The shadows were dancing on the building's golden light when sunset glow.
Bustling streets and busy traffic, walking hand in hand on our way home.
The roads were drawn like something certain, every turn laid out so clear. Felt like love, looked like forever, but I fear we had a paper town. Look good till the ink ran out. I guess we ended too soon. We painted bright blue skies. You were never truly mine. Our map's been torn into this paper town. This paper town. The streets don't feel like home now. All the colors faded, slowly turned to gray.
And I thought we had it figured out, but it's just another town we left for dead.
The lines we chased have all been broken. Every path disappeared. Felt like love, looked like forever, but we're here. We had a paper town. Look good till the ink ran out. I guess we ended too soon. We painted bright blue skies. You were never truly mine. Our map's been torn into this paper town. 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 Maybe we were built too goddamn thin, drawn in lines that fade too fast. I swore this town would pull us in, but nothing here was made to last. We had a paper town. Look good till the ink ran out. I guess we ended too soon. We painted bright blue skies. You were never truly mine. Our map's been torn into this paper town.
I want you to see what I see. I see you. How I see you. I'm looking out, it's really far. I felt a tingle in my heart. The sun has set, the stars will appear. In many ways it's great up here. Somehow life goes on. The stars we know are gone. In this lonely place I still see your face. I go round and round until every sound is a symphony from my heartbeat. Somehow life goes on. The stars we know are gone. Can you let you be everything for me? We still got a chance. So I stole a glance at your pretty smile for just a little while. I hope we don't fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close. So we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? There's so much more than we've been told, way beyond what we can hold. So keep your eyes open for the things that really matter. Oh, we have to give it one more try now that the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? Oh no. One more time before it's over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for?